Assalamualaikum, ma'am. Good
Walaikum
evening.
assalam and good evening, Rosanna. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, ma'am. I'm fine. How are you, ma'am?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing great. Basically, in the last class, I think we completed the whole LO1. Today, we will be covering half of the LO2. And again, this is the both specifications for the new students and for the old one. That's the two.
Yes.
Today, we will be focusing on the LO2 itself and its component of the assessment criteria 2.1 and 2. Understand or investigate the importance of quality control and quality assurance systems to our organization. In the very first class, we do discuss the control and the assurance and the other aspect of the quality itself, TQM2. But in today's class, we will be revising it and I'll be focusing on the importance part too, specifically to the SMEs, because for the examples, we are only required to use that. So, what's quality control? It refers to the process of monitoring and inspecting products or the services during production or delivery to identify and correct defects or deviations from the established quality standards. That is, if something is deviating, it is surpassing or not getting equivalent to the substandard which we have set in the organization for the quality control, then we are going to just discard or sell that product at BPAY, that at half price or at 70% price. The primary objective of the quality control is to ensure that the final output meets the desired quality requirements. Before making a product or even giving a proposal beforehand, we do submit the requirements and we have to meet them. If not, then we have to follow and look at how we can improve it. Quality control involves the various activities such as product testing on few peoples, inspection, testing it, whether it's up to the mark or not, and sampling to detect and rectify any quality issues before the product services are delivered to the consumers. That is, again, we are going to distribute the samples to the selective people which we have selected in the product testing time. So this is what a quality control is. Clear? If you have any question, you may ask me.
No, ma'am. No questions.
Oh, all right. Now, quality assurance. Quality assurance is a systematic approach that ensures that products or services consistently meet or exceed consumer expectations. That is, whatever the demand of the consumer is, we have to fulfill it as a producer. It is our responsibility as an owner of a business too. Quality assurance focuses on the processes used to produce or deliver the product services rather than just the final output. That is, we always like the final product, the product which we get in the hand. But the process through which it has been gone through, that also matters according to the quality check and assurance. We're assuring it that the products which we're using in an XYZ product, they are of high quality, of a high standard. It involves establishing and maintaining standards, procedures, guidelines, ensure the quality at every stage of the production or service delivery life cycle. That is from the start to the end. It receives to the final consumers. Quality assurance activities include quality planning, that is, we are going to plan first, then the process audit, training of the workers, of the employees, documentation, all the audit and the paperwork, budgeting too, and continuous improvement initiatives to enhance overall quality and consumer satisfaction at the same time. Because only that, in this way, we're able to fulfill the requirement of the quality assurance. Those were only the definitions. Now we are starting the LO2. Understanding and implementing the quality control and quality assurance systems are crucial for the small and medium organizations for these several reasons. SMEs are the enterprises and SMOs are the organizations. Don't get confused. Consumer satisfaction. Quality control and quality assurance systems ensure that the products or the services meet or exceed consumer expectations, consistently delivering high quality products, enhancing the consumer satisfaction and loyalty, leading to repeat business and positive word of mouth referrals. So when the consumers are going to satisfy by the producer, by your business, by the product, then what will happen? They are going to refer it to different people, family, relatives, peer groups, friends, and so on. In this way, your publicity is going to be of a good level, and the sales are going to exceed, and your profit level of maximization is going to be achieved at the same time. Cost reduction. We have to produce and give good quality product to the consumers, but this doesn't mean as a producer we are not going to think about ourselves. We are going to reduce the cost as much possible for the specific production, and we have to produce good quality product as well. This means we are going to use good quality products, the one which will be using in the input and the processes, but we have to reduce the cost as well to gain the maximum profit. Implementing the quality control processes helps identify and rectify defects early in the production service delivery process, reducing rework. That is, if you're working on time, in time, both, you're working on the planning, the procedures, the steps which we have proposed earlier, then there is going to be less chances of reworking on it, reinvesting your raw materials or initialities on it. Waste associated cost. Now, associated cost here means the total cost, fixed cost, and the variable cost. Marginal cost as well, but that's a bit, you can say, for your level, it's quite high concept. This leads to improved efficiency and cost effectiveness, critical for small, medium organizations with limited resources. Already, we are working on loans and with the less budget, so it is very difficult to reinvest our investments, our cost on the products which we have already made. So you have to be way too careful before reducing it. Do planning perfectly. Competitive advantage, again, this means a unique selling point, USP. You are going to have an higher end uniqueness. High quality product services differentiate the SMOs from the competitors in the marketplace. Quality becomes a key factor influencing the purchasing decision, allowing the SMOs to command premium prices and gain a competitive edge. Like you are producing something which is way too intellectual and interesting, and the other competitors are not making that right now. So you can charge whatever price you want to. This is your take. You're the price maker here, not the taker. You're not going to take price from the consumers, you're going to make the price. At whatever price you're going to sell the product, the consumers are going to buy it because your product is unique, it is interesting. Compliance and legal requirements. Like first, when the solar system got invented, there was only a grid system. Now we are having hybrid too. So things change. Compliance and legal requirements, that is, the laws and regulations abide by the government and the authorities. Many industries have regulatory standards and legal requirements concerning the product, service quality, and the safety. Implementing the quality control and assurance systems ensures compliance with these regulations, mitigating the risk of fines, lawsuits, and damage to reputation, that is the bad mouthing, damaging the goodwill of a business. So to get safe from these things, what we can do is we have to follow all the rules and regulations which are abide to us by the government. We should pay the taxes, any thing which is related to the law, working under the ICOs, everything should be a balance between you and the government. Process improvement. Quality control and assurance systems involves regular monitoring, evaluation, and the feedback mechanism. That is, we are making it the product, there is a processing going on. We are producing the final product as well. We are delivering to the consumer as well. So we have to take the feedback too. Once we get the feedback in this way, we can only improve ourselves. And this means we are going to grow in the market. Enhanced reputation. Consistently delivering high quality products builds a positive reputation for the small, medium enterprise or the organizations in the market. A strong reputation for the quality attracts more consumer and the business opportunities, fostering long-term sustainability and growth. When you're going to have a good market reputation in the industry, in the specific company, organizations, and competitors, then more consumers are going to be affiliated with you. Right. Consumer retention and loyalty. Quality control measures ensures that the SMOs maintain high standards in their offerings, resulting in the satisfied consumer who are more likely to remain loyal to the brand and recommend it to others. Like the small businesses of frozen food items. Trust me, they are more better in taste, better in quality and price at the same time rather than the big brands. They're serving you the stale foods. We don't know when, at what time they were manufactured, and they are stored in the shops and supermarkets, and get frying and frying again in the oven, or maybe air frying it too. But the quality definitely differs. So, consumer retention and loyalty by gaining their trust. So it's easy for the SMEs rather than for the big brands, because it is quite easy to switch from one brand to another for the big brands. In summary, quality control and assurance systems are essential for the small medium organizations or enterprises to deliver the consistent quality, ensure compliance with the regulations, enhance efficiency, maintaining a competitive edge in the marketplace. So this was the whole crux of the LO2. Our whole lecture 3 and 4 respectively, are going to be relying under the QC and QA again and again. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Assessment criteria 2.1, explain, differentiate. The difference between quality control and quality assurance. You are already familiar with the definitions. Now we are going to read the differences of it. Explain means to explain in detail, and differentiate means discussing the identified differences between more than one entity, that is, item, product, object, or activity. That is, you're going to differentiate the quality assurance and QC from each and every aspect, from the consumer perspective, from the supplier perspective, producer perspective, senior manager perspective, government perspective, everybody. Okay. The main differences between the QC and QA lie in their focus, approach, and objectives within the realm of the ensuring product or service quality. So the main differences between the focus approach. If you remember, we did discuss in LO1, I think lecture 1, hopefully the denim theory, and what was Joam theory, denim theory, and the other ones as well. So we're going to
Ishikawa
talk about
theory.
that. Yeah, those things. Okay. Focus. According to the quality control, it primarily focuses on the inspection and testing of the finished products or the components to identify and rectify any defects or deviations from the established quality standards. Again, the same thing which we discussed above. We have set a standard and we have to see whether we have produced at that optimum quality or not. If not, so we are going to consider it as a defective product. It is concerned with the ensuring that the final output meets the specified requirements and is free of defects. This is the responsibility of the quality control manager, that he has to see that the products are defect free. However, assurance. Quality assurance, on the other hand, focuses on establishing and maintaining the processes and procedures to prevent defects from occurring in the first place. So the main difference between the QC and QA regarding the focus is the QC, they are focusing on the final product, that they should be defect free. And the QA, they are basically assurance when they are checking the process, that the process should be defect free, then definitely we're going to get the final product defect free. All right, this is the first difference. Then we have nature. Quality control is a reactive and corrective tool, meaning it is employed after the production process to detect and address any issues that arise with the finished product. That is, once the product is made, it is getting ready in the batches, or it is when the product is ready, like perfectly fine to get ready in the batches and to be hand over to the retailers and to the final consumers. That is what they see in the nature of the quality control. Whereas at the assurance, what they see is it's a proactive managerial tool. This means it involves the collective responsibility of the entire workforce. That is because the quality assurance, they have to work on the process. They are not working on the final product. They are going to work on the process. So from the start of the beginning of the product, that is from planning to bringing the raw material to making it to producing it to finalizing it, each and every step, the quality assurance is very important. So the workers, the managers, the board of directors, even the suppliers, they all are involved in it. Again, these are according to the indicative content I just forgot to mention. Orientation. Quality control is product oriented, focusing on the inspection and verification of the final product to ensure it meets the quality standards. Because they're only working on the final product, if it is excellent, 10 by 10 of an A quality, they're going to consider it double A. But if it's not, then it is marked as B bare or B quality. And that is why it is known as product oriented, the QC. And the quality assurance, what it means, it is process oriented. Till now, I hope it is clear to you people that what quality control and assurance is. They are working on the product, the final product, and the assurance when they are working on the process. The process should be smooth and perfect so that in the end we get excellent quality. Focusing on the entire production of the service delivery process rather than just the end product, it seeks to establish robust processes and procedures to consistently produce high quality outputs. Timing. Quality control activities typically occur after the production process during the product inspection and testing. That is when we have checked the product, we have tested it on few people by producing or giving the samples. Then we check the timing aspect, whether in this time frame we will be able to produce more batches or not. And if there is any change, we could make it. Quality assurance, the quality assurance activities occur both before and during the production process. That is before the planning, before when we have to propose the planning proposal, yes, and between the process, involving proactive measures such as process planning. Now, the proactive measures mean process planning, training, monitoring to prevent defects and ensure quality at every stage. Wherever we are going to use word proactive, this is going to mean we're talking about the planning, training, and monitoring. Planning, training, monitoring of the products, of the people, of the workers too. In summary, while quality control is concerned with identifying and correcting the quality issues in the final product, quality assurance focuses on preventing defects through proactive management of the processes and procedures throughout the production or service delivery life cycle. That is from the start of the product till the final product. We have to focus on the quality control assurance. And one more aspect is system, which we will be discussing, I think, next. Um, Everything is involved in it. Real life scenario, just to make it more clear to you people. Automobile manufacturing company. Here, during the production process at an automobile manufacturing plant, the quality control team conducts regular inspections and tests on the finished vehicles. For example, we are producing Tesla at the moment. They are released for the shipment to the dealerships. Suppose a batch of the cars is identified with paint imperfections such as scratches or uneven coatings during the quality control inspection. The quality control team flags these issues for immediate rectification before the vehicles are shipped to the consumers because they're pre-booked. In this scenario, the quality control activities focus on detecting and correcting the defects in the final product to ensure that only vehicles meeting the company's quality standards are delivered to the consumer. So I hope from this example, it is clear to you that what quality control means.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
assurance. All right. Meanwhile, the quality assurance team at the automobile manufacturing company is responsible for implementing and monitoring the processes to prevent the defects from occurring in the first place. The quality assurance team works closely with engineers and production managers to establish standardized procedures for the paint application. Now, the problems which were rectified in quality control, we are working on it now as an assurance person, QA, including quality checks at the various stages of the painting process. For instance, quality assurance measures may include regular calibration of the paint spraying equipment, employee training, and proper painting techniques, and periodic audits to ensure the compliance with quality standards. So these are all the terms I think which is used in the car parts, and when we have to paint it, I really don't have a knowledge for it because I'm not a car person. By focusing on the process improvements and preventive measures, the quality assurance aims to minimize the occurrence of paint defects and maintain the consistent quality across all vehicles produced. So the main crux which I wanted to deliver to you people is in quality check or control, we are rectifying the problems. Once they're detected because of the final product, before dispatching it to the consumers, we are going to work as a quality assurance and we are going to like remake it, rework on it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
In this scenario, the quality control activities address defects identified in the finished vehicles, while the quality assurance initiatives aim to prevent such defects by maintaining the rigorous control over the painting process. Together, the quality control and the quality assurance efforts contribute to the overall quality management system of the automobile manufacturing company, ensuring that the consumer receive reliable and high quality vehicles. Okay. During the last part for today's lecture, that is assessment of the 2.2, analyze or discuss, both command verbs, how a specific manufacturing organization uses the quality control system. Now, when you're going to do it, you have to take an SME. I think I provided a link as well in the slides of the SMEs which are based in United Kingdom. You can choose your own country as well. It is totally up to you, but you have to do a research on it by your own self. I will provide you the list. This is analyze and discuss. Analyze means, again, explaining each and every aspect in detail, telling the problems and solutions. At the meantime, we're going to discuss about the importance too. And discuss means detail writing and including the perspective of various authors, like what others says about it, because each and every person has their own thought. Yeah. Here is the link. So you can open it and check it by your own self. Now, this specializes in the production of the premium quality flour products. Product quality testing. Again, the points which are mentioned here in the bold, they are from your indicative content. Britannia Superfine implements rigorous quality control measures to ensure that its flour product meets stringent quality standards. That is the set one. This includes conducting tests for the parameters such as moisture content, protein content, gluten strength, and practical size distribution. Now, these are everything which are mentioned at the chat, the informative box of any product. Biscuits. Through regular testing, the company ensures that its flour consistently meets the desired specifications for baking performance and nutritional value, like carbohydrate, saturation process, fat, sugars, whatever is mentioned there. Process monitoring and control. But is it clear to you?
No, ma'am, I
Yes,
did not
ma'am.
understand. No, ma'am. Ma'am, I did not understand, especially the first point.
Okay, and anybody else?
Ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, to Razana, I will explain you again.
Yeah.
Whenever you buy a product,
Hmm.
for example, you buy a cereal of Kellogg Company. At the back, you always see the information fact. How many fat is given there, carbohydrate, sugar. Like we all girls are quite conscious about what we're eating, what we're not eating in terms of fats, carbohydrates, protein intake, cereals, each and everything. So that is what quality testing at that time means. And the specific organization, the Britannia, they specifically produce those products which include flour in it.
Yes, ma'am,
So
I
they have to
understand.
see at which level they are going to produce this product, like because sometimes if we just don't seal back the cereals, they just got soggy.
Hmm.
So that is what they're doing at the first point. Quality testing. It should be super fine. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have process monitoring and control. The company employs advanced process monitoring and control system to maintain the consistency in the flour production. That is, they're going to check the product, process of the product. They are looking at it again and again that the production of the flour should be excellent. Automated sensors and instruments are used to monitor the key processes variables such as temperature, humidity, and mixing time. Like we do when we make a banana bread in the home, we do set the temperatures. We preheat the oven, we check the minimum temperature, and after 30 minutes, we just fetch up the muffins or whatever we are baking of the banana. That is what they are doing as an organization too. But they are having robots. And here we are not having robots, we are having manual power. By closely monitoring these parameters, Britannia Superfine can detect deviations from the optimal conditions early and make real-time adjustments to ensure product quality and consistency because it's a machine, right? The robots are working, the technology is involved here. Sometimes machines just don't stop at the set time because there is a malfunction there. So what happens, everything goes down. That is why they're monitoring and controlling everything to, to control each and everything, to produce excellent quality. Uh, Quality assurance program. Britannia Superfine adheres to distinguished quality assurance programs, including adherence to the food safety regulations and industry standards. Now, whatever the regulations is imposed from the food authority to the specific organization, they have to follow it, no matter what. If it's expensive, they have to. The company maintains certifications such as IS 22000, which demonstrate its commitment to food safety management. Like at the back, you should see it in your home today. You must be having products of the packaging, the packed products, the packed processed food, basically. And at that, they do say we have a certification from such standard. This is what it means. Quality assurance protocols encompass various aspects of the production, storage, and distribution to mitigate the risk associated with the contamination. And what do we have? Spoilage and adulteration. Here, we have to see that the projects which we are literally selling out to the people, are they getting it to the correct audience or not? Because few of the things, they are not for the children in terms of food, and few things are good for the adults. So we have to see that as an owner. So, supplier quality management, the one who is supplying the raw material to you people as an owners, as the producers of a business. To maintain consistent quality across its supply chain, Britannia Superfine implements robust supplier quality management practices. This includes conducting supplier audits, that is the check and balance, assessing the supplier performance, and ensuring the raw materials met specified quality criteria. If the raw material is not of a good quality, then I don't think so the product is going to be a good quality as well. By partnering with the reliable suppliers and enforcing strict quality requirements, Britannia Superfine minimizes the risk of sourcing inferior ingredients that could compromise the quality of its flour products. They are already working with those partners and suppliers which are giving them an A1 quality. That is why there is no chance of bench products or the stale products. But again, we are humans, we do mistakes. Continuous improvement initiatives. Britannia Superfine fosters a culture of continuous improvements by encouraging employee involvement in quality enhancement initiatives. Employees are empowered to identify areas for improvement, propose solutions, and implement process enhancement. Through initiatives such as Lean Six Sigma and Kaizen, now this is the process or technique which is used by the organization. It's not in your course, it's just a sub part of it, of this point. The company continuously seeks to streamline operations, eliminate waste, and optimize product quality and efficiency. By implementing all these factors, which we just read right now in the bullet number 2, we are going to improve the initiatives. Initiatives of what? To capture more investment, to capture the eye of the consumers, to making them loyal to your product. Overall, the Britannia Superfine's robust quality control system enables it to consistently deliver the premium quality flour products that meet the expectations of its consumer and uphold its reputation for the excellence in the market. They are fulfilling the demand of the consumers, meeting their expectations from the brand, plus they are having a good reputation in the market too. That's it. This is another example of a manufacturing company. Any question, Rosanna?
No, ma'am. I just understood.
In the next class, we will be working on 2.3, 2M1, and 2D1. So then we will be finishing LO2 only.